Good morning, dear children. Let us continue our next lesson, that is lesson 3, our rise and spread of Islam. We already studied that introduction part, pre-Islamic times and all we studied. Now continue that whatever we studied related as the Christianity, the religion, emergence of Christianity, spread of Christianity, like that way. Here also the spread of Islam related as that, who was the founder, how he got the idea, like that way points want to listen. Next is the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Birth of Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad was born in 570 CE in Mecca. We heard one of the holiest place. Now in Saudi Arabia. Mecca is now locating in Saudi Arabia. He was born as a posthumous child and his mother Amna died when he was 6 years old. Posthumous means his father died before his birth. That kind of child is known as posthumous child. And when he becomes 6 years old, mother also passed away. And his uncle, by his uncle, brought up him and who engaged him in his trade. He means after his 6th age onwards, he fostered by his uncle. And Muhammad had to travel far and wide for the purpose of trade, because his uncle's occupation was trade. He helped him, and that's why related as trade, he traveled long areas and all. Through his travel itself, he came in contact with the rich widow married Khadija. She was known as Khadija, widow named Khadija, and he married her. His wife's name is known as Khadija. And Prophet Muhammad, through his travel itself, he brought him in contact with the Christians and Jews. We studied these two categories of people in Christianity, Christians and Jews. He contact with them. Also, he was quite impressed and attracted their beliefs, practices, and became a spiritual person. He became mingled with these Christians and Jews. He started to be a spiritual way of thinking and led a spiritual life. Part of this spiritual life, he started to spend more time in prayers and started meditation. He chose the place for meditation inside a cave. It was there on Mount Hira. And the 3 miles away from Mecca. Mecca means his birthplace, already we studied. It is here that Muhammad had a vision of Gabriel, that is in Quran it is known as Jibril or angel Gabriel, and received the revelation of Allah. He heard that. We know that it's very familiar, means a holy word Allah, and the first word he spoke was recited that it was from which has come the word Quran. It's starting with the first word told after this meditation by Prophet Muhammad. And also from then onwards, Muhammad declared himself to be the messenger, passing the message from the God to the people, and began to preach the word of Allah to the people of Mecca. He started to reveal the people of Mecca about the revelation he got from the angel or Gabriel. He got the whatever the revelation he got, he started to preach that kind of things to the people of Mecca. Okay, and he founded a new religion for spreading his messages. He by himself called as messenger of Allah. The almighty power he called as Allah, the name. Also, he founded the new religion based on his revelation. It was known as Islam. Islam is an Arabic word which means submission to God's will. Want to study that word? The meaning of Islam, the word meaning of Islam, submission to God's will. Submission, everything submitting to God. And the revelations which the Prophet had been compiled in the Holy Quran. We know the holy book of Islam, that is Holy Quran, which along with the hadiths, that means the sayings of the Prophet, whatever told by Prophet Muhammad, his sayings. We studied the preachings and teachings of Jesus Christ. It is compiled in Bible the same way. Whatever preached by Prophet Muhammad, it was recited in Holy Quran, and he was the supreme source of authority in Islam. All the Islam believers are following whatever mentioned there in Quran, and also the followers of this religion, now also known as Muslims. Remember, the followers of Islam, the religion Islam, the people collectively known as Muslims. We know it's very familiar, our neighborhood and also our classmates, many more are there. So we know that they also know that from madrasa and all they studied these everything related, like as the Christian students studied from Sunday classes about Christianity, and we studied about some of the points and all already they knew very well, more than me, like that way. Our Islam means Muslim students also, they know that, our classmates also know that about these kind of things, because they already studied about the origin of the religion Islam. So remember, these are the related facts about the origin or the emergence of the religion Islam by Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam, Prophet Muhammad, and how he got these kind of things, and when he started preachings and all, everything we studied. Remember the important places and all, Mount Hira and those places. Also want to study Mecca and the word Quran, and the meaning of Islam, submission to God's will. The most important thing mentioned by Prophet Muhammad inside Quran, it is the basic principles of Islam. Listen, along with the Prophet Muhammad's birth, want to study the basic principles he recited. Islam believes in the unity of God and holds that there is only one God, calling as Allah, and they are telling that Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, only messenger. He is by himself not told he was a god, but he told that he was a messenger. Whatever the revelations he got from Jibreel, and he want to share that to the people of Mecca. That's actually so in between the people and the God, he is a messenger, passing the messages, whatever he got, he passed the messages to the people of Mecca. That's why by himself he told us the messenger of Allah. Remember, only one God. That is the basic belief of Islam. Islam rejects idol worship and lays emphasis on collective prayers, benevolence, brotherhood, and also lack of greed, or avoiding greed, the greedy concept. And the 5 basic principles, or the main principles, every day they are following these principles in their life. That's there is only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. Okay, and prophet means preaching, that studies or the means whatever we want to follow, preaching person is known as prophet, pravachakan. That is the meaning. All Muslims must offer prayers, that is means namaz, 5 times a day. We know that 5 times niskaram, that is known as namaz, 5 times per day. At dawn, time is there at dawn, noon, mid-afternoon, and dusk, and at night. And on Friday afternoons he must offer prayers in the mosque. It is compulsory. We all are seeing around us. We know that, very familiar. All others, all the people know that about these kind of features following by the religious beliefs of Islam. And they must first from fasting from sunrise to sunset throughout the holy month of Ramzan. We know this month very nearest means Ramzan. So this month is very holy. It is believing by the Islam religious people. So they take fasting from sunrise to sunset. This one also, it's very familiar to us. We all know that. And also they must give alms to the poor that's on offering to Allah. They believing that giving helps to the poor or alms to the poor, it's the same as offering to Allah. Means believing like that way, helping the needy persons or the poor. And also they must make a pilgrimage to Mecca. We know, we heard that Hajj at least once in their lifetime, not every year, at least once in our lifetime, at least once. Remember, these are the basic principles or duties are based. It is written in the Quran. It is mentioned and told by Prophet Muhammad. Remember, students, birth of Prophet and the important year and the place want to remember. Also, he took the meditation. Basic principles are very important because it's a 2 mark. One question is the second question. I think it's the second question. I sent this image of this page to you. Want to study 5 principles. 5 principles like as whatever we studied the teachings of Jesus Christ, same way. Little much differences only, but we know that all the religions are collectively or finally telling same things, same beliefs or same kind of things. We want to love all others, not at all consider whether those people are rich or poor, like that way. They are telling all the religions are finally or concluding that love is the basic factor, showing means means religious beliefs. We want to love all, everyone, like that way. So remember the principles also want to study. Okay, thank you.